So now we have Frostman and Merle in the kitchen. This is Merle's Ma's kitchen. And we're going to make today, what are we going to make today?
Shotgun shells.
Shotgun shells, yes. We're going to do shotgun shells to put in the smoker. So Merle, you may not have noticed, is a meat and potatoes kind of guy. He is a straightforward food guy. So to make him warp his food choices in any way, shape, or form is very difficult to do. However, when I suggested this thing, it's meat, cheese, bacon, and pasta. I got him. I absolutely
with the pasta. We can add pasta to my food pyramid.
We can?
Yeah, I have more food building blocks instead of a pyramid.
Okay.
I like
food building blocks?
Yeah.
Or just 18 essential food groups?
Yeah, beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard.
There you have it.
There's your food groups.
So we're going to start with the, he's got some beer brats here. So we're going to make beer cheese shotgun shells, and that's what we're going to start with. So I'm going to have Merle mix those up, and then I'm going to mix the Italian ones. So he's got some hot Italian sausage here. This is just perfect, and it's got, we'll just cut the casings off, and we only want the meat, so we're not like stuffing the sausages in the manicotti. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with that.
Here we go.
What are you going to do to yours?
I'm going to put cream cheese in with mine.
Okay.
So it'll be cream cheese, beer brat, shotgun shells.
Very nice. I'm not going to use that triple cheddar. I think I'm going to use this sharp cheddar here. And chunk some of that in there. And this is a confection you can make any way you want. And you can add anything to it, take away anything from it. It's,
Can we add more meat?
you can add more meat, you can put in vegetables. Sorry, I realize I'm not speaking your language, but if Joey were here, he'd be all over that, you know.
Vegetables.
That's my son showed me this video where it's they're doing this. It's got library books that have legitimate titles, and their cookbook is, how about this one, 5-minute recipes that actually take an hour.
Okay, would you like to clean off my fingers?
Not really. I was going to say though, when we were cutting these open, that I don't know who it was that first came up with sausages and making sausages. I mean, not that I'm complaining. I'm certainly glad they came up with it.
Mm-hmm.
However, who came up with the idea of, and it had to be, you know, this is something that would have had to come from Scotland. Are you happy with what you got there?
I'd like to cook it now.
I'm sure you would. However, that's not going to happen. So manicotti noodles, they look like this. Okay, and this is where the shotgun shell idea comes from. What does this actually look like, Merle?
It looks similar to a shotgun shell that's
perfect.
Not been loaded yet. Let's
so
load them.
These are yours.
And me.
These are mine. And when you purchase these, a very important aspect to purchasing them is make sure they're not broken. Find a container that isn't broken. Now, you're going to want to stuff them. So I just kind of roll the meat up and try and get it in there without putting too much pressure on there. If you put too much pressure on, it's going to crack, and that's what we want to not happen.
I cracked mine. I know.
One of the greatest things, one of the things that I truly love about Merle is Merle truly loves me. He's one of the few people on planet Earth that if I said, I'm in trouble, like not just, oh, I'm having a bad day, but if I'm legitimately in trouble, I'm in trouble, Merle. He's one of the few people on planet Earth that would drop what he's doing and come and help me. And he wouldn't even ask twice. He wouldn't even think twice about it. I'm on my way. That would be how he answered. So, being that he is that level of person who I love so much and who loves me so much, I'll forgive you a cracked manicotti noodle.
How about 2?
So one of the things that happens a lot in Louisiana, which we really hadn't counted on, was rain. Rains and rains and rains and rains in Louisiana.
And rains and rains and rains.
And so we had a carving show scheduled in Alexandria, Louisiana.
There is an Alexandria, Minnesota, though.
There is.
Not far away.
But, you know, that's because it's on my mind as Minnesota because it was on my GPS coming out here. Mm-hmm. But do you remember the name of that place? We had shirts from them for the longest time.
The power sports place?
Yeah, what was it? Lowers. Was it Lowers Power Sports?
I don't remember. It was a Polaris and Indian motorcycle deal.
That's
I
right,
remember
Polaris
that.
and Indian. And so Merle and I were doing a carving show there, and we showed up to do the show on the weekend. Both of us at the time being very unsure of how well this was going to work, simply because it was pouring rain all the time. We showed up to do this show, and they had the most beautiful double canopy I have ever seen in my life.
Just for us.
Just for us. They had actually ordered it, their Polaris dealer as well. They had ordered it from Polaris with some of their marketing money, and they had that thing there just for us.
Yeah, that ended up being a really good show. And then was it right after that, we were driving around town, and we found that gun store.
Oh, isn't it the one where the woman came over the sidewalk and almost hit you with her car?
Yeah, she almost ran me over. She was
Yes.
texting and driving at the T intersection right there, ran a red light, got hit, and I had my earbuds in carving something, and I heard a loud bang, and I threw my music and saw a big chunk of the car go flying past me, and I turned around, and the front of her Jeep was about 5 feet behind me, stuck on a tree. And
Thankful for that tree.
yeah, I was thankful for that tree too, because she wasn't going fast enough to kill me, but it would have hurt.
And the moral of the story is not don't listen to your earbuds while you're carving. It's don't text and drive at a T intersection in Louisiana.
Yeah. I was going to make a joke about women drivers, but your audience may not appreciate that.
Now Merle's got our boiling water here, and what he's going to do is he's going to blanch these. So he's going to put them in, count to 3, and with his hippity-dippty pair of tongs, so he doesn't have to...
I suppose I better get a pair of tongs out.
That's probably the right answer.
1,000, 2.5.
It's been longer than 3 already.
3.
You can pull it out.
Okay.
Gentle, gentle. No bull in a china shop. Don't reach your hand in the boiling water. Perfect. Slip it into the boiling water, let it blanch. We're going to bacon wrap these.
Oh, yum.
And everything in the world is better wrapped in bacon. And there's a little trick for when you wrap with bacon. Take the bacon pound while it's still in the plastic, roll it up, and then flatten it out again. And when you do, it'll be easier to get the bacon to come apart in single sheets. We want thin sliced bacon for this. The reason we want thin sliced bacon is the very reason that Merle had suggested earlier. It's going to take a long time for the sausage to cook in the smoker. So we want to have thin bacon so that it's, because the bacon, the manicotti noodle, and the sausage all have to cook in the smoker. So we want to have thin bacon so it cooks faster. Now we're just going to wrap these up with bacon.
Much sooner. We'll just blame it on the log pile and playing with the saw.
Gotta get those last.
Oh, sorry, I was on that while you're recording.
Well, we got working in the log pile, and we left these on maybe a little too long. What do you think, Merle?
Yeah, I think we probably should have set an alarm and taken them off at maybe 40 minutes. They were on for, what did I say? Let me look at the timer. 50 minutes they've been on, which is much, much faster than I thought it was going to be. I think we probably should have taken them off at 35 or 40 minutes.
Yeah, probably about there. So now we can take them in the house, dip them in some barbecue sauce, and mow down.
Mow down.
Now,
Okay, we got them off the smoker, and now it's time to enjoy them. The one that we tested out down there was all the way done, so we're gonna get our favorite barbecue sauce and dig in.
a little chewy, but not any worse than beef jerky.
Oh no, it's good.
All right, shotgun shells. That's how we do it.